boy, where you watch? Look where you watch. Know where you watch. Choose the right thing to watch. And this enough to watch. Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gargan, Facebook and YouTube. And that enough to watch. The movie star fly take off from Pelpa Time TV said that. Boom!
A big sound, a big tune.
Ja Holy Emmanuel, I boy. Ja Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, Gideon go busting out them head again. So much oppression poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther and the ancient monarchy will come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon, well, the Gideon go busting out them head. I listen, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we know war, not every...
Blue, Mr. Gargan, blue. Blue till me dance up me toe.
Woman, you sexy from your born. Walkie, woman. You born sexy. You sexy from your born. Spin your roll, make them see the bumper. And no dumper. Walkie, woman. Woman, you sexy from your born. Walkie, woman. Me like how you walk. You just a walkie. And a talkie up. You back it up, cock it up, fling it up, ice it up. The thing pretty and buffy. Walkie, woman. You know sucky. You like when me shooby up. Walkie, woman. Me like when you sweaty and wetty. Just like when rain a fall off of your body like a raindrop. Walkie, woman. Me like when you wake up and you put on your makeup. Then you say you want to brace up, not tears up. Make me feel up. Then we kiss up, and the lips. That and the split up. Yo, walkie, woman. Me like how you walk. You just a walkie, and a talkie up. Yo, the thing pretty and buffy. You know flappy, or sappy. Your skin smooth like a young baby body. That's why them a watchy, and a chatty. Woman, you sexy from walkie. Yo, me like when you wake up and you put on your makeup. Then you say you want come brace up. Yo, make we kiss up, woman. You sexy from your and the lips, not on the split up. Yo, walkie. You just a walkie, woman. Me like how you walk. Woman, you sexy from your band. You like when me draw the long gun and me stick you up. Walkie, just a pinty up. Way, walkie. Woman, you sexy from your band. Woman, you sexy from your band. Woman, you sexy from your band. Woman, you sexy from your band.
Oh. Somebody ball out one. Somebody say take them out.
And move toward the north because
lift them as a mighty God
of a hurricane in the spirit.
Reverse them.
Not just wet.
Move them. Pull them out. Spray them out. Every cockroach, every rat, every criminal, reverse them. Every chichi boy, pull them out of parliament. Every criminal, every scammer, every political scammer whose account can't count, all of them whose account can't count, back them out, spray them, they push them, some push up in our parliament, run them out, I drink out the milk, pull them out, mighty God, reverse them, indict them, mighty God, Mighty God. Holy Ghost.
Constantly. I take them things constantly. Me don't know what go on because them people are so barefaced and lie. All of the hurricane, them are lie, you know, what come to eat Jamaica. Because them get catch out and gotta work and them can't see it. So peer bumper bowl and peer nervousness as far as me say. Yeah man. Peer bumper and peer nervousness. Because them come now. They never come out. Look how long the storm announced. Say it a really a develop. And then people come out come do no preparation. You have one named Darrell Valls. You can't find him at Portland. The people them down they need some assistance and help. And he was there and spend a lot of money to keep the election and win the election. But now, in a disaster, when people need him more, same people vote for him, you know. In Portland from other day, nobody not see him. Them actually say every MP beside him, really, him don't active. Him don't active at all. Yo, me tell you something, you know. When me look on them things, and then I'm talk some things, and then this is some other video where say, oh, them people are so lie, man. The people them have no emergency things set up, you know. Them just announce thing. Last time hurricane, them say one minister say 800, one say 700, three ministers say something differently. So they don't know what them saying. And now people are come out and I say people don't have nowhere to go. Some people are some center or school and what happen. There's no bed to sleep on, there's no sleeping bed, there's no chapaling, there's nothing at all. So the people are supposed to just go in there. In them right and go sleep on the ground on the top. Well, I don't know how to go on, you know. And that's what I say. That's what I say, you know. God moving a mischievous way now. And this gonna really show up Jamaican and show Jamaican. Jamaican go open them eye now. All who are back them to, you know. Some of them is stubborn and die-hearted, but this time I'm gonna make Jamaica open them eye. To be truthful. Because this comes to teach a lesson. God are working in a mischievous way. And all of them nervous. All of them nervous. I come and I tell pure lie, I try to do photo up and control damage and all these things. When there's no money there at Jamaica. So when this rascal infrastructure mash up and all them damage what go on with the public service and you know what go on. Jamaica go really me don't know what go on, you know, but this is a warning. This is a warning. People might take it's not just a hurricane, you know, but it's a warning to the Jamaican people and the government as well. Because them don't want this hurricane come before the election, you know. This is what them don't want to do and hoping for in a hurricane season. But you know, God never smile upon them at all. So that because them want this hurricane to come before the election in our hurricane season. And as them run the election, so here comes one of the baddest storm for over 50 years. So just imagine that. So now, God turned the table upon them automatically, and we have to hold that. So you see, that's why I know people can say, well, then, yeah, well, you know, Mark, PMP never win the election, but might as well we just say it, you know, because this gonna change everything. Believe you me when I telling people, this gonna change every God Almighty thing. Pan the GLP them, this gonna make them feel it. This gonna show them up. This gonna make people rebel. Just watch and see. Because them come out now in a Rascal Comedy Club and attack pure fuckery. And there's nothing them attack really. Only idiot can really applaud these people, you know. Now them run up and down like headless chicken. And look how long this Rascal storm had developed. Over 2 weeks now, you know. And then just a couple of days ago, this will start to come out about press briefing. So me call it, it's a comedy club. In session. JLP Comedy Club in session. And that's all it is. That's all it fucking is. And you know, some people buy it because the people might tell pure fucking lie, you know, pure lies. Because I see other videos where people attack, and then those PMP attack, and labor right attack too. Where the people them say they don't have nowhere to go. And nobody now pay them no mind in some country. But me I play the video. Cause I want me see, I want me hear, and that me I talk about. And meanwhile them there so them a press briefing. I talk about them have much shelters available. All these, yeah, let me tell you something. Who sure them can have shelter? They never prepare for nothing. They never prepare for the gully, to clean the gully. They never prepare for no, because they never prepare for them things, you know. This all these fucking people behave. And them don't say the hurricane season. They prepare for it before the election, so them can delay the election. But then I know say God not sleep. So when people tell you say God not sleep, this is how it work. As I'm saying again, God moving in a mysterious way, yeah, man. And that one, yeah, I go straight. People are going to feel it still, you know. People are going to feel it, as I said before. The good always have to suffer for the bad. But people are going to feel it, but the government going to feel it more. No, them can't get themselves out of this, you know. They're going to show them up now. Wicked. Because them say them have things in a control, you know. Them are the best government. Them depend point, them tell lie on the economy. Say it a boom and everything is good. And a lie, the country in a recession. All these fucking things. You think you can really look, if you carry a Rascal bucket, go well, go catch water, you know. But I'm gonna drop out one at a time, you know. Cause it must get rusty, you know. And at that come now, the GLP don't get rusty now. And them all over the place. Them all over the fucking place. All over the place. And only a fool can really figure them out. That's why I say I give thanks and praises for my common sense and knowledge we have as a man around us. But boy, this is more than a comedy club. Anyway, we are getting to it and so I go on. Because, yeah, let me tell you something, man. You see, sure. They think that's really,
West,
really,
but
really
a bit north of west, while it makes its recurvature and continues to the north. So this is what was expected. There is a little break that it is experiencing, and so it's taking advantage of that break to move toward the north. It just so happens that Jamaica is a place where the break is being
anyway,
experienced.
Is a comedy club,
and so with that happening, we are now seeing that turn. And for the system to continue to make its way, keeping itself as much in low pressure areas as possible, because it is itself a low pressure system. So we see on our picture here, the center, which we call the eye of the hurricane. Right around it, those areas that are very white are what we call the eye wall of the system. Then there are those inner bands and then wider outer bands or spiral bands or feeder bands as they're referred to. These take the moisture, as you see, from the southern part of the Caribbean, moving it into the system. And so it keeps it generating. And you know, they are very warm waters of the Caribbean Sea that all our tourists always flock Jamaica to experience. So looking at the image here now, we see again a satellite imagery showing the cloud mass and the storm, the hurricane as it is, but these dots actually are showing where lots of lightning storms have been detected. So there's lots of lightning that's occurring within the system, and we see that the central part where the eye is located is one of the main areas where there is a lot of activity, heavy thunderstorms, there is torrential rainfall, but there is so much activity in the clouds that it's producing this kind of lightning. Here we see a forecast of the track of this system. First we see how it has moved so far, moving from east to west over the waters to the south.
And we have 3 people also lose their life already, you know, during this storm preparation. Yeah, man, 3 people. I try to cut down tree and all these things. One get electrocuted. But I mean, I tell you, you know. But then again, Jamaica people don't think before them act. And that's all it is. So I just think, which is, well, I mean, I know, but I have to just talk it as how I see it, how I feel it. You're going to have the most loss of life in that hurricane here. If it don't happen, I would be glad, but we have to just talk it as how we see it. 3 people gone already, caused by this hurricane preparation. So that, and the hurricane will come yet, you know. So that just a signal, and for sure, say, well then, it's not going to be pretty. Not going to be pretty at all. It's not going to be pretty. People are going to lose them life. Yeah, man. That's how me see it. But, you know,
and then as it makes its turn, which is what we are experiencing at this time, the center of the system has started to make a turn, although it appears that it had moved a little bit past the Negril Point, which is our westernmost point of Jamaica. But as I said, recurving to the northeast and so moving across the island of Jamaica. It's expected to make impact somewhere in the eastern part of Westmoreland or extreme west of St. Elizabeth. So near to that border of Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth is where it's expected to make its what we call the landfall. There are some terms that we need to deal with. In this case, we have a landfall. In the case of Beryl of last year, we did not have a landfall because the eye did not cross the coast. But being so close to the coast, with us coming into contact with the eye wall, it...
And even right now, a lot of people don't recover from Beryl, you know. A lot of people. There's so much people, and yet the government are going and talk about them deal with it. This government just dry eye thief, dry eye liars, the boy, and then, you know, every liar is a thief, you know, and every fucking thief is a liar, and that's all it is. People don't come out and talk like, say, well, and everything hunky-dory, and everybody get assistance from the burial. A lot of people, now me see that to them, see 2 persons, and they don't get 2 out of many, we still not get no help from the government. And they come out BFS and tell lie. Everything them tell lie upon, every fucking thing. But them get cash out now, I'm going to see it. The PMP couldn't embarrass them in the parliament. Well, at the hurricane, I got to do it. God work. Because nature are God and God are nature. Tell you that. Yeah, but you know, them checks the well, them bad and mighty, you know. Them can't thief, loot and shoot, run the country in one dictatorship way. Don't respect their own citizens. Kill all the young youth them and plant gun upon them. It's a strategy them are fucking go on with and things like that. It never come to an end, man, because this is gonna change the things, you know. This is gonna change it. This gonna change everything. Because the country are going too bad. Government are going too bad. Yeah, man. It have to. It have to.
It was considered a direct hit. So it's a hit, but it's not a landfall. This case is both a hit and a landfall because that center is actually crossing the coast of Jamaica. So a little bit more education, Minister. So it's moving across the island, and we expect that it will make its exit from the island somewhere in the vicinity of Trelawney, St. Anne, as it moves off the north coast. Now, in that time, of course, we do expect that Jamaica will experience significant impacts of this hurricane. it will be a serious event, because this is what we have captured from the radar that's operating in Jamaica. With the showers, you can see some of the shower bands that are already being experienced over sections of Jamaica. The southern part of the island, as well as in the west, we experience quite a few of those bands, and those have been producing rainfall over sections of the island. We've also begun to experience some of the tropical storm force winds, mainly over southern parts of the country, as the system is to the south. But as it moves closer to us, we'll see more of that kind of weather, more of the rainfall as we move into the bands of rain that are surrounding the system. And as we experience more of the tropical storm force winds that surround it moving toward the north, we are going to experience more of that over the next day or two. By tomorrow morning, that's when we expect that center to be making its way to the east, to the coastline. So this is our forecast track. The center of the system, as a major hurricane, will continue to move toward the coastline, and then by tomorrow morning, we expect that it will be making landfall. The exact point, we can't really tell you for sure, but as I said, most likely eastern Westmoreland, western St. Elizabeth, and then it will continue its way across the island. By late in the day, by evening hours, we are expecting to see that center, still a major hurricane, moving off the coast. Earlier in our previous press briefing, I did indicate that although I told you what the wind speeds would have been expected to be when it makes landfall, but I indicated that it would have been Category 4. On further review, it would be a Category 5 hurricane making landfall in the southwest, and this is according to the current projections. So it will move across, starting as a Category 5, but then reducing in intensity as it moves toward the north coast, and then it would make its exit and head toward the eastern part of Cuba. That's the forecast track. Here we see an image that indicates somewhat where the peak storm surge would occur. With the hurricanes, although you have the flooding that occurs because of the rainfall, we also have flooding that comes in coastal areas that is driven by the wind on the waves of the sea. So the wind actually pushes the water of the sea onto the land, and that is what creates storm surge for those residents who live in coastal areas. Of course, if there is an inlet or a bay, that is usually the areas where the storm surge is most impactful. And so in the areas of Black River, Alligator Pond, I believe, will experience some amount of storm surge. Here you see a closer picture of that area, and you see that it does extend somewhat inland. So we have to be careful about if we are in that general area of St. Elizabeth, where it would be just east of the center of the system as it makes that landfall. So these images show where those storm surges are likely to be most significant. Here now we look at the rainfall forecast for the 4 days going up to the 31st of October. And here we see that mostly central and eastern parishes would be inundated by the heaviest rainfall that would get up to 30 inches. We're talking about 750 millimeters of rainfall. We're not accustomed to measuring that. I'm not even too sure if our rain gauges will fully be able to deal with that kind of capacity before they are renewed. But we, of course, will make every effort to provide the best data after the event as possible. But here we see the heavy rainfall producing significant flooding, and this will be over most of the island. The other areas of the island going toward the western end would actually be receiving more of the rainfall as well, but because the heaviest rainfall that is associated with this hurricane is going to be to the right side of the eye as it makes its way across Jamaica. So we're likely to see more of the flooding on the right side, on the central and eastern parishes, more so than in the extreme west, where we would then be on the left of the center of the system. That is basically the presentation at this time, and I'm sure Minister will accommodate some questions right afterwards.
Thank you so much, Evan. Any questions from media?
A woman I see, man, we look on her, you know, she make me fucking stomach sick. That little woman with a mop head. Because Andrew was going to draw her out her job. Because she knows she want to corrupt. You know that woman, I check her. She a one woman where going on uptown type of family where if she a little people, poor people, if the same labor right them, she the first one who call police from them, you know. She can read the book by the cover, you know. I tell you that. Although people say you can't, well, they say you can't, them say you mustn't. But me I read her by see how she talk because she talking pure garbage out her mouth. Pure garbage. To suit Andrew Wellness. She on top of the lying machine, you know. Come out, talk about she's a press secretary, educational minister, and nobody no vote for her. She just unpick all them things that slackness that, you know. You're education minister. How much job you have and nobody and the public don't vote for you. You just come from out of the street from the private sector and dump it on the people them. And I come chat to you, yo, look a moped, Cardi. I don't know what can I hear that, you know. Yo, man, I tell you. Anyway, why make you, you share say, yeah, man, because you focus share chat.
In the room.
And the next thing, look on her face, how she look nervous.
No questions. So I'm gonna ask the questions then, since no one has questions.
You see, this is a we call this now. I put together rascal. How can you have a hurricane and there's nobody asks question? And there's no question. And right away, she don't look and see if anybody having a question. Right away, all right, there's no question. So she'll try to play some game this song. But where's the journalist then? He ask a question about the drain them and them things that were not clean. This is a party shop. This is a comedy club.
91 police in a...
This is a comedy club.
Evan, tonight, what should we expect? Again, just tell them tonight. There are people who are out there. There's still people doing preparatory work. And we want to know, can they continue to do it? When do they need to come in? And again, when will conditions deteriorate so that no one should be on the road?
Okay, thank you for that question. The conditions will gradually be deteriorating this evening. We've already experienced some of that deterioration over southern parishes. Also in the east, we've experienced an increase in cloud cover, an increase in rainfall over the areas, and more intense rainfall taking place. Originally, it would just be some incidents of light rainfall that occur over sections of the country. Now we're seeing more moderate rainfall occurring over sections of the island. We have not come into that large mass that surrounds the eye yet, but that is what is progressing across Jamaica, and so we expect that the intensity will gradually increase as we go through tonight. We'll also be continuing to experience strong winds, tropical storm force winds moving across the country, mainly over southern parishes first, but then moving over to northern parishes as the center moves closer to the coastline. Also, as we go through the night, we also are expecting that we will have hurricane force winds beginning to impact, starting with the southwestern part of the island and then progressing across to central parishes. We're not expecting that the hurricane force winds will actually get all the way to the eastern end of the island, but tropical storm force winds will continue. The hurricane force winds extend only 45 kilometers or 30 miles from the center of the system. So if you're outside of say 50 kilometers from that center as it moves, your experience is going to be mostly tropical storm force winds. Don't take it too lightly. That can also produce quite a bit of damage, and the rainfall that's associated with the system will still be very much that you could have flooding in any area of this country. So expect all of that as we go through the night. The hurricane conditions will get, of course, increasingly intense as we get into the morning hours of Tuesday.
Thank you very much, Evan. I don't see any other questions. You've heard it. It's still category 5. Oh, there is one question.
Look for a question.
Can we get the microphone to someone who never asks questions?
Yeah, so that woman, yes, man, she crash, you know. She just falls. Fake.
Check. There we go. Evening, everybody. Mahir Stewart.
Watch her eyes. Look at her eyes. Them move.
In terms of the path that this hurricane is taking, we know what to expect when it impacts Jamaica. But what's Melissa going to do after it passes Jamaica?
Okay, that's a good question. And actually, because we are our brother's keepers and we have a number of neighbors in the Caribbean area that we need to pay attention to, and also, keep their interests at heart. It's going to be moving really toward eastern Cuba, as long as it continues on the path that it is projected right now. So after moving over our northern coastline, it is expected to continue over the waters between Cuba and Jamaica. You know, there's only 90 miles of space there, so it will move quickly through that area. I should have pointed out that the speed of forward movement is going to be increasing as the center moves toward Jamaica's southern coastline and while it moves over Jamaica. So it will move a little bit faster than it has been, but it will continue to move, and then it will get to southeastern Cuba, and then it is expected to continue over the southeastern islands of the Bahamas. At that time, it should still be a hurricane, but it might not be a major hurricane at that time, having been reduced in strength by moving over the two land masses, both Jamaica and eastern Cuba. But it will move over southeastern Bahamas and then continue over the Atlantic, possibly moving close to Bermuda all the way out in the Atlantic afterwards.
Atlantic.
Check again. So when it comes over the country, you said earlier that it's going to be affected by not being over the waters.
What kind of bumble question? Because we have to talk about Jamaica. One is so interested to know where to want to go and things like that. That is other country thing that, So I'm not trying to show to them people it's like them will select the question them and they because we are talking about Jamaica. The fake way to go left on Jamaica. Where you come and waste time now. Want to know when it passes and where to go and where to go. We don't need to know about that yet. We are doing with Jamaica. Because some bomber will stupid. Yeah, let me tell you something, yes, people. Then people select them things.
But once it comes over our land and goes back into the waters, is it going to then re-energize as it goes towards Cuba?
Yes, that would happen, but as I said, it's really only 90 miles of water, and so the increase may not be that significant before it gets to Cuba, and then it would exit Cuba and then pick up more speed with much more water area than land area as it goes through the Bahamas and over into the Atlantic. It may pick up a little bit more strength, but then it would be again moving into cooler waters at this time where it wouldn't be able to get much stronger. We're not expecting it to again regain Category 5 hurricane force. Thank you.
Thank you, Evan. Earlier we were doing longitude and latitude, and we heard a word from Evan that I'm not used to hearing, and so I had to look it up using AI, of course, and it was recurvature. He said it many times, recurvature, so I had to look it up. It's a change in the path of a tropical cyclone from a generally west to northwest track. So remember, it was going west, and then it moves then to a northeast or eastward track. So that's what recurvature is. So it was going to the west, but now it's going to turn and go towards the east. So thank you very much for teaching me another meteorological term today and all of Jamaica, that term. And so now we are going to go to the other man of the hour, or Minister of Local Government and Community Development, the man who is responsible for disaster response and who does a tremendous job of it. He is non-stop.
Tremendous job.
Through the night, all through the day. Minister Mackenzie, I do not know how you...
You saw them blood clot people are behave. What she talk about Desmond Mackenzie do a wonderful job on Rate and Lele. Sandy Gully no clean for much years, you know. When it should have clean at least every 6 months. I know so well then people monitor it and know so well then the gully is supposed to clean. If you want to be a first world country. A gully like Sandy Gully. And I pay shit down in it and now they might try to clean it now. That can't done clean before the storm come. There's a lot of other drain on clean, but this man Mackenzie not. So they don't clean nowhere. And now them a do it. And the PMP them a do them best what them can do. He and the years and the whole of them. I mean people that talk on the video say the drain are clean since the last election. And we are talking about 2020. And here this little blood clot pampas brother, you know. Eh?
You do it. But you continue to serve this country and we're very grateful for it. And so please tell us where we are with everything under your purview.
The government are really still now and comedy rascal club listen to what him.
Thank you, Minister. You have been doing a good job yourself. Acknowledge my colleague who just and to acknowledge the members of the support team, the JDF, the police, the Jamaica Fire Brigade, the Red Cross and all the other entities, chairman of the board, members of the media. I want to start off by giving some updates as it relates to the operations of a Jamaica Public Service Company. And as you have been told by Mr. Thompson, that the southern part of the island is...
Them people can never come out in a brief, in a briefing, right? And come and talk from them heart and just talk without looking down into a script. That means you know say, well then, it's not a real government this. This is what they do. Fool people. Why them can't come and talk straight for even 2 minutes without keeping a read a book in them that school. That's what them do, you know. They don't have nothing. All them do, if you come out, come talk, them have to come and get somebody write a speech, something for them, and them write some lies. Because when them talk, if they talk something from them art, them talk from them art, you can't tell lie that way they still, but your flow, nation, people don't show your flow, and know so well then, when you believe you more in a way you do this, brother. When you do it all the while, and do one is the whole of them, that's what them do. Write something. Them have a script writer, and them write it themselves. Well, them have a script writer. I think all the minister them have somebody who write for them. Write the lies and know what to say and things like that. And pretty it up, sweet it up. Because they know if you do them things there, you know. Especially people can write things and know if you really put it in words. And some people, you know, realize you believe every word what they must say. Yeah, I get this, a time fool, but time not drunk, yeah, man. Or time drunk, but time not fool.
Experiencing some challenges.
Where you want to fucking put it?
As we speak. Now, this update that has been provided to our center downstairs. And
watch him body language. Let me talk him, look on the crowd and look on him fucking mouth. Or you can him, look on him eyes and him mouth. When him talk and look. Pure lie the guy tell.
Out of the odd pen. So when we give
and nobody now ask him no strong question.
It is not hearsay.
Why the drain never clean till now?
Information. It is the information that has been gathered by the team and each entity. For instance, all the utilities are here, both telephone, water, and light. So when we speak with a certain level of authority. A total of some 50,000 persons are without light in the following parishes as we speak: Portland, St. Thomas, St. Elizabeth, Manchester. Approximately 40,000 persons in the western end of the island are presently without power. And there are 4,000 in the eastern part of the island and another 5,000 without light in central Jamaica. Transmission lines are out in Magati and Porous as a result of down power lines and poles in some instances. The Jamaica Fire Brigade reports a number of trees in some areas they have received reports and they have a team out there removing the fallen trees, and with support in some instances from members of the community. You remember earlier this morning the Prime Minister did indicate that the National
It's a fucking preactive government, brother.
is on the road.
That's all
they
it
are
is.
A part of that team island-wide that is helping
negligent
to
everything them fucking do.
Right,
and who fucking feel it is
island.
the poor people them. And
the
that's my
Red
concern.
Cross reported that at Veer Technical High School,
I'm a part of the poor people.
300 persons are at the shelter, and the concerns
come from
that
certain
we have
part where we know and grow up, but
in short order,
now I'm going to say we're
by
better
now,
than them. We come from this and this
shelter
we
would
there.
have reached its
Yeah,
maximum capacity,
and
steps
you
are
know.
being made to house persons seeking shelter at a different location. Just want to again remind persons going to our shelters to take your medication, walk with some biscuit for the first couple of hours, some water to make yourselves comfortable. And it is important that your personal documents, important documents, are well.
I'm supposed to go around long time and I'm in preparation. Because I'm find money to give the people to vote. But now the people are in a need now, in a disaster, and I come tell them how to walk with some biscuit and them rascal thing. I want to give them money to buy this biscuit. I'm supposed to get happen in blood clot. Yo, you know what? Don't Bomber will get upset, yeah, man, because
secure.
We're not going to run up our blood pressure.
Issue of shelters,
them nastiness, yeah, you know.
Jamaicans has become more pronounced because
ah, boy. What happened to the sound now? The sound gone now. You know what? I think GIS, them set up a thing when them do them live, Because JIS is not really like what we know them before, you know. Because JIS is Jamaican Information Service, where they're supposed to be independent as an independent body. But what them do now, them gone in bed with the government, because pay corruption in Jamaica. So you see, like how me I play the video now, them just do them brief press conference, and me I play the video, them gonna find a way to disable the sound. Because they know what going on, you know. Because them have IA work in every fucking way. Like intelligent. We can really search out channel like my own. Cause me be if I was talking good about them, everything will be alright, you know. Because you see, the things get feedback into the whole intelligent. So them can lock down the sound. Can you see it? Me listen to the video, the live already. I'm saying I go really carry it for me fucking thing. Now the thing I play nice and everything. And because me a burn a fire, it look like it feedback to the system. And them disable the sound. There's nothing not moving there. Where? Yeah, man, that's what I'm doing, you know. Then disable as we can't hear it, but them a talk. This is where Jamaica gone to, you know. This is what Jamaica gone to. This is what Rascal Jamaica gone to. Because he might tell some liars, so, as the health minister. And him shouldn't be there. He should have sacked and gone long time and resign. And he come now with a bag of lie. Yeah. I don't know where I go on. I don't know what's fucking going on here. I don't know what's going on here. There's no sound. So it's like when it not the sound, it's like you have no fucking internet, but the internet's there. Because everything I work on my internet. Because my main computer work off of internet, it I work. So it don't matter if it's something I spin on this. Them I do it. Them blood clot people that do it. Intelligent. Because they know that's how Jamaica run now. Because you see the Pegasus where Andrew Wallace sign up with and give Israel that contract. These are the things that they can do. And that's why they want digital ID and them rascal thing. Because if me play a video and I talk bad against government, the fuck with them I talk about. This is what them can do if you play one of them video. Because this is a JIS, you know. And JIS is Jamaica Information Service. So that's supposed to be an independent body. Don't take no side. So anybody supposed to can play them things. But this is where it's gone to now. Because remember, you know, we used to work at JBC, you know. And JIS was next door JBC. This is no the manager. My name was Good Power. As they come in at JBC, right on the left hand side, that's JIS. And it was an independent body. You know, take no side. But this what I'm saying now with the JIS, them gone in a nasty type of way. And that's all what happen right now. Because it's nothing to do with the internet. Because if the internet is gone, I would never talk and people will see me. So it's a rope on my system, strong and big. But right on the next stream now, when I show the video, the sound disabled and everything disabled now. Alright, I'm going to test it still. What am I going to do? Because I know what I say is right, you know. Because I study these Bumblebee people. I study the intelligent who are going and a lot of people were there and a ball out shower. They don't know what come to them, you know. Because they know even fucking they don't know so well and them thing are going. So them can shut down a thing if you, and that's a dictator country behave like that, like Russia and them place there, you know. If you play a video and it belongs to the government, them can disable the sound outside, yeah. Them can do it and alright. I'm going to test another video and see if me right or me wrong, because I know me talk about that long time now. JIS compromise. And it's supposed to be an independent, Jamaica independent, Jamaica Information Service. Any government in a power, it don't matter. But it's supposed to straight forward and without no bias. So they have that brand on it now. So government use them for their own convenience. Because I'm not supposed to play a JIS video, press conference. Yo. I don't know what I go on. But yo, I say something, man, your blood clot. I don't know what I go on, you know. I'm just fucking, sometimes, you know, you're pissed off. To be truthful, you're fucking pissed off. Yeah, people, I don't know what's going on here, because we check our next video, and then the same thing. So I don't think it's that one we was talking about, because there's something right over there. But on my screen, everything working fine. So the sound's supposed to rush. I don't know really what go on. I don't know what really go on this at all. I'm trying to work out something of people. I try to make you find out why the sound not fucking playing. Anyway, people, right now something very technical are going on right so now. I don't know is what. We can't find out. But there's something when we talk early on, that is what gotta come where people can lock off the things. But I don't think in this case that happen because the next video I try to play are the same thing. So there's something else technical going on here. So I not get no sound from the video, but I'm getting sound from the whole system from my computer right there. But the other screen, when I play my video upon, not bringing through the sound. So I thought them really disable my things from the whole AI where them have, because that thing is a rascal system right now. We can do a lot of things and people don't realize, So I'm not getting no sound here. No sound at all. You get lips reading but nothing. It's playing, but where's the sound? Playing, but where's the sound? There's no sound. Anyway, people, leave it at that because it makes sense for this do something when I go work. Because I showed my video them. Yeah? And that's all it is. I mean, if you even show some rascal hurricane later on, but if I not get no sound, we can't do it. I don't know what's going on. But we see what go on later on anyway. Because hurricane season, hurricane night, I not go sleep, I set up and see what go on and see the happenings because if any destruction or whatever. Can't sleep with them things. Some people don't give a shit, I mean, I talk about Jamaican too, but me have to have some concern upon them things. Yeah, man, me have to have some concern. I don't want to see the worst, but I want to see what's going on. Yeah. But anyway, sad story because I can't show the video them. The video stopped halfway. Was going good. I have a lot of little things I want to dissect about Daryl Valls, Christopher Tufton, and Desmond McKenzie, and also Andrew Wellness. But the video not fucking playing. What can I do? None of them now play. So I just call it a day. I'm going to try to get back and see if we can work it out and fix the problem. Yeah, man. But that's how it go. So anyway, what can I do? Can't do nothing. Can't do fucking nothing. I just hold it because there's nothing we can do. I don't want us to talk and not showing no evidence and not show something we talk about or show no video. It don't make no sense. We need to talk and show. Talk and show. Yeah. Look at it represent. You talk something, you represent where you talk. I back it up where you talk with something. And that's how me feel my video them. So I line up 2 videos to preview and talk about. And then one start and then stop. Next one not playing. So I don't know what else. So me go check it out what go on with this, yeah, man. So big up on yourself, each and every one you pass through. Might back later on still. Because that's the thing going on. We can't fight technology, you know. Technology is one thing where it work in one way. Because you have even hospital, big IP, where have all the information them with patient and all them things there. Shut down all them things there. And sometimes it's sabotage as well. So people can do all kind of things. The China man, them good pan it. The Russian, them good pan it. Them can rig election. Israeli, them good pan it as well. So them things that go on in the world, you know, when it comes to this type of technology. You soon in your house and you make love to your woman and you up now. You think you can go out there, you know, if people want them to go out there, them go out there. You can't, you have a friend and say, oh, that out there. And this is to come to now, you know. Spy masters, them. You have all the digits to do that. People can't do them things. Anything you do in a yard, people can rascal at, track you, record you, and you don't fucking know. That's where we are going. That's where we are going. Might sound foolish, but it's true. That's where we are going. But anyway, they're going to say, I'm going to check out about this thing and say, we can work it out. Because we can work it out. Meanwhile, me on the live. It don't make no sense. It's kind of get boring to the people who are watching thing, you know what I mean? I have to just end the live, yeah, and say we can sort it out. Yeah. Technically. So that's how it goes. So we out and running, out and gunning, out.